Hi there, I'm Mike, and what I have for you today is my annual Star Wars The Black Series Top 10 wish list. Now, this is a wish list and not a prediction list. Not everything on this video will probably come out, although so far every year, a couple of my videos for wish lists have come out. It's been really nice. I definitely feel seen. I feel heard. That being said, I am going to try to keep away from some of the rumors that have been popping up. For instance, just today or yesterday, Yakface announced that there could be a Jackson figure that would have never been on my list in the first place. If you don't know who Jackson is, he was a Marvel Comics character from the Star Wars Marvel Comics in like the 80s. He is essentially a space rabbit. A space rabbit? Fine. Another one on the rumor list is Ponda Baba and Dr. Evazon. Those could have been on my list. They're not, but they could have been. And then lastly, before I jump into this list, I'm not going to go crazy like I've done the last year or so, where I go over like the archive figures I want to see and, other stuff like that. This is just my top 10 figure list I'd love to see in 2021. Also, if you go back and look at my previous wish list, you might notice that there are some absences that didn't come out, but they're also just not on this list anymore. And it's not that I don't want them. Lobot, if you're watching this, it's not that I don't want you anymore. It's just that over the last years, my tastes have changed and I would like to see some other people instead. With that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at our number 10 spot, which is essentially the annual, until he comes out, Bodhi Rook. Sure, there are some rumors of him coming out, but I haven't seen anything credible. Hasbro did say that this is the 5-year anniversary of Rogue One, so they were going to be Rogue One centric this year. I'm really hoping that means that we get a Bodhi Rook. I'm also hoping that gives us sort of a whole Rogue One re-release like we got with the Rebels figures, where they just kind of re-released the figures they've done, but with better faces, because the faces on the Rogue One figures we've gotten so far were terrible. Number 9 from The Mandalorian, the first episode of season 2, I want Cobb Vanth. Before the first episode of season 2, Cobb Vanth was just a character from some books. But I've never read the Aftermath series that he's in. But it was kind of cool seeing him. He was played by Timothy Oliphant, which is kind of neat. He's basically Boba Fett, but super skinny and not Boba Fett. But I liked him in there. I'd love it if he came with that speeder. His speeder was basically a pod racer engine, maybe Anakin's pod racer engine. Number 8, and I think this is a pretty big possibility, although again, nothing's been confirmed. I would love to see Fennec Shan. Fennec Shan was introduced in the first season of The Mandalorian, and she played a much bigger role in season 2. She's played by Ming-Na Wen, Mulan herself. I think she's definitely going to be in here in some form because she's also in the Bad Batch cartoon. Either way, I don't care if she's a Bad Batch Fennec Shan or a Mandalorian Fennec Shan, but I would love a robot Tum Tum Fennec Shan. I think that would be my preference, but I'll take a Ming-Na Wen any way I can get her. Number 7, kind of going back to Rogue One a little bit, I would love to see a Gerrera. Mostly, I just think he looks cool, and he's a character we never got from the Rogue One series. Again, I just think since it's the 5-year anniversary of Rogue One, another Rogue One character would be cool. And Forrest Whitaker, I really think he would be a really good Black Series figure. And for number 6, we have Princess Leia in her Bespin gown. She was on last year's, and I think the year before that too. I really like this outfit for Princess Leia. It's probably one of my favorite outfits from my favorite movie. They've already got the head for her. I would love it if she had soft goods. I'm just saying that, Hasbro, if you're watching. I'm not usually a person for that, but I think it would translate well into this figure. And next we have number 5. 5s. I couldn't resist. I want 5s. We definitely need more clone troopers in the line, especially named ones. With the popularity of the Clone Wars, I think 5s is a shoo-in. Do I want Jesse? Yes. Do I want Echo? Of course. Are there other clones I'd love to get? Absolutely. But 5s. The number 5 spot is 5s. And then number 4, we're going back, at least to me, a little nostalgic. The Cantina aliens, with the exception of Greedo, have been very sparse. We haven't gotten any New Hope figures in the new boxes, so it doesn't have a color yet as of the recording for this. So I would love to see Hammerhead, or Maimon Nadon. That's his official canon name, I guess. Hammerhead was one of the few vintage Star Wars figures I had as a kid. I thought he was E.T., honestly. I didn't really know that he was a Star Wars character. I got him Actually, I don't know where I got him. I think I got him from a garage sale or something. I loved that figure as a kid, so I would love to have a Black Series version of it. Number 3 is a character that while he was out last year, he just didn't really resonate with me until this year, and that is Bill Burr's Migs Mayfeld. Again, he wasn't bad in the first season. I mean, he was fine, but that episode in season 2, it really made me like the character a lot, enough to really want a figure for it. But that being said, I would prefer him in a season 1 outfit, not the season 2 outfit, although he looks cool in season 2. I think the little gun backpack thing that kind of like the toy Dash Rendar had, I would love for them to do that in the 6-inch scale. And number 2, probably a surprise to absolutely nobody, Boba Fett. But the reformatted Boba Fett, I don't know what we're calling it, re-armored, repainted, whatever, the newer dad bod Boba Fett. I absolutely love it. I don't care that he's wearing a dress. I don't care that he's repainted his armor. I don't even care that he's basically just a soccer mom shuttling his kids to and from different places, in the galaxy. I love Boba Fett. I love that he's back in canon. I love that he's kicking ass in the new canon, and I definitely want a toy to reflect that. Definitely need a removable helmet there. Hasbro, removable helmet on the new Boba Fett. Gotta happen. And then lastly, he was on my list last year, and as a long shot, I put Cad Bane as the number 1 figure for last year, and I got him. And I thought to myself, what if that happened again? What if I could just put a character that I didn't think they would ever do just as my number 1? What would happen? For this year, that's gonna be Pong Krell. Another Clone Wars character, my favorite villain from the Clone Wars, Jedi turned Dark Jedi, I guess. He was purposely putting clone troopers against each other. It's one of my absolute favorite arcs in the entire series. It's so good. Seriously, if you haven't watched it, you should go see it. Just go watch it right now. He's big, definitely gonna be a deluxe. He's got the little switchy lightsabers like the Dark Ray came with. I mean, it's gonna have 4 arms. It's gonna be beefy. I just absolutely would love to have Pong Krell in my collection for 2021. With that, Hasbro, your move. What are you gonna do with this list? I'd love to see what you do this year. So far, 2021 is looking great for the Black Series. Jar Jar just came out. We got the Mando figure wave and then some more Mando figures coming out with Bo-Katan and stuff like that. Every year, more and more gets added to the Star Wars mythos, and only so many figures come out. We're never gonna run out of figures to put in the Black Series line. Between video games and books and legends and the new movies and whatnot, we're in for a very expensive time here. And Hasbro, if you keep it up, you're gonna get all my money. That's just how it works. So with that, what's your top 10 figures that you would love to see in 2021? Please let me know down in the downstairs area. I love to read and respond to all the comments. I'd also like to take a moment to thank these people here for supporting me on Patreon at a Black Series level or higher. Thanks a lot, guys. It means a lot that your name's up here. If you want to see your name up here, you can head to my Patreon down in the downstairs area. There's also a couple of different ways you can help out the channel down there, up to and including liking, sharing, subscribing, hitting the bell for more notifications. And with that, that's it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for getting this far, and I'll see you later. Bye.